We'll have to see who hits first, and we'll see in 3, 2, 1, fight. Blackjack spinning madly as it whips up its weapon. Oh, there it goes. Almost wasn't working. Cleave didn't want to respond for a moment there, but it's up, and that's exactly the thing. As the belt comes off that weapon, and I see that Cleave is also out of weapon. The drive shaft has fallen out of the holders, so less than 20 seconds in, and we now have 2 pushers. 2 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock, so this will almost certainly be coming down to a judge's decision at the end of it. So we'll be watching very closely for aggression and control, which are the 2 other categories, aside from damage, of which I don't expect to see a lot. Although there is still the hazards out there, so they can still make use of the hazards to try and get some damage on each other. And right now, looks like Cleave is doing a pretty good job of getting behind and pushing on Blackjack, although both of them very capable pushers, and Blackjack holding up well, basically at a standstill when they get into a pushing match. Might be a question of whose battery dies first or whose motors overheat first at this point. Surprised we don't see tires smoking with all this spinning here. Cleave trying to line up a pin against the wall. Blackjack getting over to a different position here. And Cleave had it against the wall for a second, but not quite able to. Cleave, unfortunately, finds themselves bouncing off of the blue hazard and now upside down. That's going to be much more difficult to get any kind of pins or even to have any control of the robot. We'll see if Blackjack's able to take advantage of that lack of control at the moment. And so far, using the back end to push around his opponent, not a bad plan. At least you got something flat that you can use to get a good contact and have some control over it. And Cleave trying to flip itself back over against the blue hazard. See if it manages to, but it gets hung up as Blackjack comes over and starts pushing it around. Getting up against the side of it and almost takes Cleave into the blue corner, but slipping off at the last moment. Still in a pushing match here as Cleave up against the side wall. And I think Blackjack does now nearly has a pin, but no, there's enough pushing power there on Cleave. They are quite evenly matched, so it is possible for them to kind of slip around each other here. And definitely going to be a heavy pushing match here, although Blackjack does line up Cleave into the blue hazard. Gets a nice little hit into that. And a second one there. Then itself bouncing off the blue hazard as it tries to get away. Cleave trying to line things up as Blackjack comes around for another hit, another push. And once again, 2 pushes there of Blackjack pushing Cleave into the blue hazard. We're down to 10 seconds. Definitely coming to a judge's decision in just a few here. Racking up the points. We'll see what the judges decide here in just under 3, 2, 1, fight. And that's the end of the match. Let's hear it for both of them, Blackjack and Cleave. And the judges have decided the win goes to Blackjack. Congratulations, Scott.